So much. Joining me now, Chairman of the Republican National Committee, Reince Priebus. Mr. Chairman, thanks so much for joining us. Congratulations on the record turnout. And something that not a lot of people are talking about, the first Latino ever in American history to win a primary or caucus.
Yeah, and it's in the Republican Party. So Ted Cruz, and then you look at the top four. You have Ted Cruz, Marco Rubio, Ben Carson. It's pretty remarkable. The diversity, the youth, the excitement that we have in our party, the record-breaking turnout. As I've said before, it's true. We got drama and intrigue going on in our primary. We do, and so do the Democrats. But we have been blowing the doors off of the interest that people have in this primary for, it seems like 6 or 7 months now. So I think it's great for us moving into November, Jake.
Among people who decided in the last few days leading up to the caucuses, according to polls, most of them, or a plurality anyway, chose Marco Rubio. Only 13% chose Donald Trump. Do you think that that's correlated to Trump's decision to not participate in the debate last week?
Yeah, I've heard people debating that issue, Jake, today, just like you have, and who knows? I mean, I would just say, though, I think it's important for candidates to participate in these debates. Candidates can do what they want, but I do think that these things are so big that they're really important, and we're going to have another big one here later on in the week in New Hampshire.
An advisor to Rubio's campaign, Rich Beeson, told donors in a conference call today that it's time for everyone, except for Rubio, Trump, and Cruz, to drop out of the race. Now, I know you'll never go that far, but what are you telling supporters who think that the field does need to narrow, if not now, then at least after New Hampshire, that these candidates need to drop out?
Well, look, I mean, I've said it many times before. We've got a lot of candidates, and it does, I mean, managing the primary is what we have to do. It makes it a little tougher, but I'm not really complaining about it. I do think at some point, though, this is going to come down to delegates. And when, it's after Super Tuesday on March 1st, when 16 states or so go, the media is not going to sit around and talk about, well, what's going on in Mississippi? What's happening in Alabama? They're going to say, what's the delegate count? That's going to slow things down. The Democrats, Jake, though, have a bigger problem because their entire calendar is on a proportional basis, which means even if Hillary won 60-40 from here through March and April, she can hardly get to a place where she has a majority of delegates. On our end, we start winner take all on March 15th, and it'll speed up the process. So
interesting.
A lot going on, and it just got started.
Ben Carson placed 4th in Iowa. I want you to take a listen to how he explained his showing.
I was reasonably happy today until I, discovered the dirty tricks that were going on and people spreading rumors that I had dropped out and that people should caucus for somebody else. I mean, do you think that that is something that's acceptable?
So it's clear that Cruz's campaign last night seized on a CNN report that Carson, instead of going to New Hampshire or South Carolina, was going to Florida to rest. And then after we did that report, and we never said he was dropping out, and we never said he was giving a speech, after that, Cruz supporters misrepresented that report and told caucus goers that Carson planned to quit the race and was going to give a major speech in the next week or so, and that those caucus goers should support Cruz. Is there any recourse for Dr. Carson?
Well, I think the Cruz campaign explained that and explained that they had mentioned that he was going to Florida. Look, I mean, for me to get in the middle of litigating these things that are going on behind the scenes that we find out about the next day, I think it was explained by one of the campaigns as to what happened. I think you take them at their word for it, and we move on to the next state.
All right, Mr. Chairman, thank you so much, and congratulations again on the record turnout in Iowa.